This week's videos are sponsored by Prize Picks, the easy-to-use fantasy sports betting app. More on them in just a bit. What is happening there, citizens of the Reject Nation? How are you feeling today? Today we are covering a movie that is solely for Coy and Greg today. Yep. We're Guy Ritchie fans. This looks like a fun time. We have no idea what to make of it yet, but we're going to go in with an open mind. It's from Apple TV, who is killing the game in quality. It's called Founder to Youth, baby. Coy, how are you feeling today, man?
One of my most consistent directors from one of the, if not most consistent streamer has me. My mood before walking these doors doesn't matter because my mood now is Guy Ritchie. Also having a great day, but even if I wasn't, it's Guy Ritchie, dude. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I think he's so slept on. He should be on like many greatest directors alive lists.
I've talked about him off camera with so many people. We've talked about him extensively. He is absolutely one of the most underrated, most overlooked directors out there, consistently entertaining and often makes films that maybe are not beloved right out the gate, but eventually the fan base comes around.
He can do cult classics and he can do like billion-dollar Disney movies. Like, I don't know how he doesn't get, like, that is a crazy thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can watch us on Apple TV. Thank you guys so much for being here. Patrons, I want to say a massive thank you to you guys over there. That's where you get the full-length reaction watch-along, where you get to sync up with your own copy. Again, you can sync it with us through Apple TV. We cover several things over there exclusively with highlights and watch-alongs included. And plus, we've been taking a lot of questions from you guys lately that have been dictating away a lot of these discussions are going. So thank you guys for helping us create the content, you super sexies. And of course, rejectnationshop.com. You get a discount if you're a patron, or you can go straight to the source. Pick yourself up a tea. Anyway, is a great way to support the channel. Coy, you ready?
Let's do it. So excited.
Do it. Wouldn't be a Guy Ritchie film without some funky
a great
throwbacks.
needle drop at the top.
Something about this intro reminds you of the Rush Hour era.
Oh, I get that. I see it. Tough Guys is Guy Ritchie's. Natalie Portman's in this? Oh, I love Eiza González. Domhnall Gleeson. I'm so glad I'm going to this blind. Les!
There's like a gazillion renditions of Bang Bang. Stanley Tucci. That's my one.
There you go. You're excited.
Oh, Stanley Tucci. I love how John Krasinski is like this random action hero now.
It's so unexpected from the beginnings of his career.
I still like never link it, but then when I watch, I go, yeah, I accept.
In movie, I accept for sure.
Cool shot. Damn, cool locked off shots. Pick it up, man.
Pick up the phone. Hey, Kazam. This is a coincidence. What are you doing here?
Very expensive painting. Rolled up in the tube. Belongs to my boss.
I'm not really sure it belongs to him. Bit ambiguous who it belongs to, isn't it?
Is this like a Indiana Jones type of thing?
It feels like it.
Let me make it not ambiguous. Let me make it very clear.
Oh, opening action scene, baby.
Yeah.
All right, let me just find a place to pull over. Got me a little boxed in here.
Whoa, what's about to happen?
Oh, excited.
Let's go, baby.
A moped Guy Ritchie chase.
Oh, I like how they're keeping the instrumental of this song going.
It just notes of, just chorus notes.
This white man's destroying all the Thailand.
In his khakis. But in Rush Hour, that have drove through everything.
Yeah, I know, right?
This is tasteful. So dainty.
Oh, it's hard to stage this. Damn, what a great ass shot. What a great ass shot.
He is in Holmes.
Oh, shit, dude.
An off-camera stunt. That was wonderful.
Messed up, homie. Damn, look at this tracking shot. Holy shit.
How many drones and switch-offs did they just do?
Hey, Luke, where are you? The plane's ready to go.
Murph, I'm not going to make it to the airport.
Murph.
Oh.
You heard American.
Take the train out of Bangkok to Chiang Mai. I'll meet you at the airfield.
I like an actual injured action hero.
I know, he's in the Uncharted outfit.
Very much so.
Yeah, John Krasinski beard era is action hero era.
Not mad at it. Oh, new moped.
Congratulations. Just take it. We know. We know.
The face, though.
Wow, that's cool.
I love the cheekiness of Guy Ritchie's action.
Nice. I like how he relies on stunt teams.
Yeah. And the visuals speak for itself. There hasn't been a lot of dialogue, and the music hasn't been overpowering. It's let the stunts play.
I like how he's keeping his nice guy Krasinski thing going.
Yeah, the humor's in there. Jack Ryan feels very still and stern. This doesn't.
Nicely done.
I want to go to Thailand. It's on the list. It's my favorite food.
I hear you can have a banger of a time in Thailand.
I hear.
For not much American dollars.
But like some Pad Ki Mao, the jungles, that'd be dope. Oh, fully Uncharted.
It's serious business time. Damn, look at that glow. It's beautiful. I've seen all of the From Dusk Till Dawn show, so that was my real introduction to Eiza González.
She's so good in Ambulance. Also Baby Driver, but Ambulance.
You talk in your sleep.
So I've been told. Anything scandal less. Should we start with names?
I think the less you know, the better. Mr. Purdue?
You are not here on vacation. What business are you in?
I recover rare and unique paintings.
That sounds like what he's doing.
Sometimes in leather tubes.
Where do we go from here?
I'm the hand of mercy. My associates are the hand of judgment.
I think she gets better as she ages.
I think she's always had such charisma. I'm glad she's getting more work like this.
Yeah, I just think she gets like stronger, more believable.
You have foolishly overlooked my team of lethal bodyguards.
These are not real bodyguards. Are they?
They are each a wolf in sheep's clothing, so either you surrender now, or I will be forced to release my dogs of war.
I think I like my chances.
Hand of mercy it is then.
I do like a happy ending.
Nice. Nice. Oh, damn. Guy Ritchie loves to change up like the shutter speed on action scenes.
Ooh.
Krasinski has sexual chemistry with everyone.
I mean, Emily Blunt has trained that man well.
I like how it didn't break.
Yeah, just thudded at us.
You're not with Kazem?
Who's Kazem?
I like how effective and efficient the scenes are, but it's also not unbelievable. Like the action so far has been like an 11, not too far from reality.
It's because none of it's CGI.
They are on a train.
Train didn't work out either.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
Cool.
Nice. And then outwashed John Krasinski.
Completely fine.
That was really John Krasinski who fell.
Oh, totally. 100%.
There's a bus stop about an hour's walk from where you are.
Just come pick me up.
Oh my God, I didn't even notice we haven't had the title yet.
Oh, yeah. All right.
From the house on Strathmore Gardens, Mr. Cross would like the carpets in the front hall, the drawing room couch,
The green couch? You hate the green couch. Harold, this isn't what we agreed on.
God damn it, Harold.
We agreed to settle this amicably with a neutral mediator.
Don't be so naive.
Is this a divorce?
Yeah, it looks.
Where did you think we were going to end up?
Well, not on the 17th floor, being ambushed by your lawyer.
I've seen a marriage story. It's always brutal.
Well, I don't care about furniture, but we are not going to squabble over the custody of our son.
Oh, this got really serious. I haven't seen Natalie Portman in a new thing in like fucking ages. It's been a
Love
long
and
time.
Thunder?
Oh yeah, that's probably
That was
the
like
last
3
thing.
years
Yeah,
ago?
even then I was like, what's he doing for that? Yeah.
Wonderful silk slippers.
Luke?
Oh my God, he is straight up Indiana Jones.
You're right.
Can brother drop in to see his kid sister? How's the family?
Brother and
Young
sister.
Thomas?
He's wonderful.
Oh, like the Mummy.
Oh, yes. Checking all the adventure boxes.
Yeah, the swashbuckling period
Classic
piece. Yeah.
adventure movie.
You are a masterpiece, and he is a monkey.
I have noticed a consistent use of brown and blue.
Guy Ritchie's always got things about his wardrobe, and it's interesting that their brother and sister dress similarly to make them look more alike.
Charlotte, do you think this is really what you should be doing?
I like what I do.
No, that's what you have to tell yourself. But the three of us, we had such great adventures.
3 of us. Who's the third?
But that was 10 years ago. Dad died. I was raising a baby.
Oh, thank God for exposition.
I'm now understanding what we're caught up on.
You call yourself a curator, but I think there's a unnatural split in the Holy Family between the Virgin Mary and the baby Jesus.
And the Levenstead, the younger.
I can't see anything.
Damn, she still looks amazing. Holy
Yeah.
Take a look between the two angels, and then between their halos. Follow that line straight through our baby savior. And there, in the blue velvet, you'll find it.
Thomas Crown Affair.
His own sister's museum. She's so tiny and he's so tall. Even with like distance, it's still funny.
What is this? You've been in the country 10 minutes. What, did you steal this too?
Brown and blue again?
That's true.
Get in, and you can have it back. It's now or never.
No.
You were making her look like a total accomplice.
Yeah, that was her job. Oh, it's beautiful.
Awesome.
There's that frame rate change.
Oh, cool.
Give the painting back.
Oh, come on, Charlotte. You're not here for that.
Luke, listen to me. Give it back.
Holy shit.
You want your old life back. Sorry?
Sweet baby Jesus.
And his fat little toes.
This is fucking great. Like, the action's great. Yeah.
And they're letting like Guy Ritchie do a decent chunk of it. Obviously, that last shot wasn't, but
I mean, if anyone could do a car chase through the streets of London. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, my God. Give this guy ouch! Right into the lens. That was awesome.
amazing.
Must be the guy who was on the phone with earlier.
Laz Alonso, I think, is Murph.
Murph, catch.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, Laz Alonso from the boys.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Happy for Laz. That's awesome.
You're still working with Dad's old team? Deb? Murphy? What are you doing to my painting?
He's wearing gloves.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You keep telling yourself you'll be satisfied when you're holding that trophy in your hands, but you never will be. You're just chasing a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow.
You've outsmarted yourself into not even believing that there can be a pot. And you've put your entire life on hold. But Charlotte, life is about the adventure.
Don't ask for security. Ask for adventure.
I like the idea of a thief turning into a curator museum to be around
Great
the art.
mystery about why the journey's more important than the prize, but I do know that you have to go on the journey.
Yes, yes, yes.
There's nothing there.
That's not good. Charlotte, you're right, and I'm wrong. And you're my sister, and I love you. I'm gonna make all this right. I can see you're doing that thing. I just need you to breathe.
She's so lost her job, man.
Yeah. No, she's going to get arrested.
When she's mad, you stop breathing. Let's all close our eyes. And on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Dude. He's Alonso's here doing a role that does feel like a rendition of Mother's Milk.
Yep, a bit. Like, we need a mother's milk. Is Laz available?
I felt like that was a much necessary scene because like the sarcastic banter felt very much like him and Eiza González.
Yeah.
So
we need
that
its
felt-
actual brother-sister, like, closure.
Yeah, have a little bit of depth to that. Damn. Oh my God. What a cool ass shot. Holy shit. The jaws.
That was digital and analog focus racking. That was cool.
If I were involved in this crime, do you really think I'd return to the scene of the crime?
Well, you wouldn't be the first criminal that has.
Oh, a little Sherlock here.
Popped collar.
Special Detective Jamal Abbas, Interpol. Did you know your brother's linked to a string of high-profile art thefts?
I tried to stop him for obvious reasons.
I saw that on the security footage.
Uh-huh.
If it later transpires that you're being somewhat disingenuous...
Oh, I would not dare be mendacious with an official dressed in that houndstooth.
Damn, holy shit, them words.
Mendacious.
What else did he steal? Is there a pattern?
I'm sorry, are you a detective as well as a curator?
Did he put it back?
Nice.
It doesn't appear that I need to be. Looks like your work here is done.
I heard what happened. Thomas is staying with me.
Harold.
You're an accessory in an art heist.
Oh, and he's taking advantage.
You seem like such a pompous prick.
Yeah, they cast very well. Turtleneck helps too.
Is everything all right?
It will be.
Yeah, it's all right. Go on. Go play music. Thank you.
Go play music. Solid ass match cutting.
Where is he? Luke! Luke!
Holy shit. That's the music they listen to when they're working?
It's atmosphere. Gives us zen.
And you are?
I'm Owen Carver.
And you do?
I do the money.
And which genius will explain to me why I am now unemployed?
Oh, that could be the biggest blessing in disguise for you, though.
Not yet.
We're looking for the fountain of youth.
Domhnall.
And you're paying for this?
Guilty as charged.
Your motivation being more money, spectacular face cream?
I'm dying. Liver cancer.
Awkward.
If the fountain restores youth and health, maybe it can save me.
Luke, are we going to discuss this sensitive matter?
I appreciate the no bullshit.
Yeah.
I honestly do.
So my brother has sold you on the idea that there's some snake oil super juice at the end of this journey?
No, I sold him.
You're getting this whole narrative wrong, Natalie.
You are proposing that there is a literal liquid that expresses itself through a magical fountain.
The Mahabharata talks about it.
Alexander the Great traveled the world looking for it.
And I'm still wondering why you stole my Rembrandt.
I returned it. Now you are free to help us.
You manipulator.
Don't you tell me that your primal curiosities are not piqued by the great mysteries. There is a...
Favorite cut yet. That was fantastic.
We believe knowledge of the location was passed down in pieces from generation to generation amongst the most learned families of the times. And their job is to keep that path concealed at all costs.
I feel like she knows all this.
And has anyone ever met any of these protectors?
I may have had a little tussle with one in Thailand.
Got it. Oh, so that prologue wasn't necessary.
Action, but also exposition.
Anything of value is protected.
By God.
The bigger the prize, the bigger the protection.
Interesting to hear Domhnall with like somewhat of his true accent.
The myth of the fountain says it will tempt you with everything you've ever desired in the palm of your hands.
Oh my God, I would love the Fountain of Youth.
In the 1600s, 6 artists made a pact to reveal the location. Each one hid a clue in their paintings.
That's fun.
Caravaggio's The Taking of Christ. Rubens' The Descent from the Cross. Bildens.
So Indiana Jones, Uncharted, and National Treasure.
Yeah.
El Greco's Christ Carrying the Cross.
Why is it all linked
And
to Christ?
Look who it is.
Wasn't he involved in the fountain?
The El Greco
I don't know.
was stolen from the Gardner Museum in Boston in 1990. And it's been missing since then.
You put it together. Who took it?
Missing no more. Found it in Thailand.
Jesus.
Yeah, carrying the cross.
Each canvas is marked on the back with invisible dye
So is the Rembrandt a fake?
and a secret signature which reads Sex et Unum.
6 in 1.
6 canvases. 1 path.
Each is also marked with a different letter.
But it could just be a mythology, though, that they've spread out. Doesn't mean it's real.
Right. Like they could have heard the same in 1200.
Haven't figured out what they mean yet.
Now I understand why I'm here.
Oh, you don't actually want her.
You don't like my Rembrandt.
Why don't I like your Rembrandt?
There's no markings on the back. It's a forgery.
I did a computational analysis on the brushstroke.
It's just not the Rembrandt.
The.
My son is my business. I could now lose custody of him.
Let me help you. I have a whole army of highfalutin lawyers. I'll help you keep your son.
Hook.
I feel like Domhnall Gleeson's full of shit.
Yeah, I'm like waiting for the heel turn. I don't trust him in his glasses.
Dressed like fucking Steve Jobs over here.
You might want to check Alfred Gwynne Vanderbilt. He was known to have a passion for Rembrandt.
Oh, it's like a simple, fun movie. I do think like there's some of the sardonic banter feels a little bit forced in a way.
I feel like
it feels very performed.
Yeah, the writing is punching at a different place than the directing and the acting.
Yeah,
like it's a different tone.
I think Domhnall sounds sincere.
Yeah.
And I think Krasinski has some pretty funny ass lines still.
Something smells good. That is the exotic aroma of danger.
I'm actually here to help you avoid getting hurt or anyone else getting hurt.
Is that really why you're here? The train. I felt it.
I felt it.
You're a child flying a kite in a lightning storm.
That's an oddly dramatic metaphor.
And the storm is more charged than you think it is. Do you even know why it's hidden?
Like some of those lines.
But I'm very curious to find out.
Do you think the fountain is literal?
At least these two seem like they're trying to like sleep with each other.
Oh, yeah.
Metaphysical or anagogical?
Oh my God, anagogical.
We should just get the kiss out of the way now.
Stop it now, or we will stop you.
Which means that I will see you. My God, she smells good.
Have you played Uncharted? He's a lot more Nathan Drake than Indiana Jones.
I played a little. You're right. The type of sarcasm.
Oh, for sure. This really does feel like they made the Uncharted movie that Guy Ritchie wanted to actually see. It really does.
He saw that and he's like, no.
No.
Let me do it myself.
Yeah, it really does feel that way.
We actually dug through the archives, so now we know where the real Rembrandt is.
You're conning this poor man, Owen.
No.
You're filling him with false promises and he's drinking it up.
That's called hope.
It's a crime, dummy.
I appreciate that the characters actually have a really big vocabulary.
Yeah, you don't see that a lot anymore.
Especially in action movies.
That's what I mean, like in the genre.
Just giving him a new lease on life. How can that be bad? He's happy.
Harold says, I was never happy.
It's because you were living for security.
And you stopped adventuring. Life's an adventure.
Sounds like you should come with us.
It's not that easy.
Oh, look at you. Wait, something's missing. What happened to your beard?
You made a big impression on him
God.
last time. He asks about you a lot.
Is that true?
That's the only frame I've seen.
Really?
I was like, why does Krasinski have a weird hat?
You still going on adventures?
Yes. I just asked your mom if she'd come on this one with me.
Mom doesn't really do adventures.
Thomas.
I better get going.
Go, Thomas Ranger.
So you really think you're gonna find a magic pool of water at the end of this?
I don't know, but I think you want to find out.
Oh!
Great throw. Was that real?
I think it was. If that was within the first 10 takes, I'm very impressed.
Yeah, I'm not. I guess like I feel like him and Natalie Portman, when they're interacting, are playing the sarcastic note, but I'm missing a little bit of the depth underneath the sarcasm.
I feel like I get Eiza and him, and I get Laz's part, but like there's something missing
When
here.
you said you found the Rembrandt, I didn't expect it to be at the bottom of the North Atlantic.
But unluckily for us, when Alfred Vanderbilt decided to buy it in 1915, he brought it with him on the Lusitania.
He's just mother's milk.
I know. That's all it is.
We've attached flotation tanks that'll bring that portion up above crush depth.
Not Tom Cruise right there.
He's just doing research.
Tom Cruise is diving.
There's a storm coming in. We've got about 2 hours before it hits us.
And once that storm hits, we can't keep her afloat. We can wait it out.
How long?
20 hours, maybe? What do you want to do?
We should go now.
Yeah, there's definitely something dubious about him.
I don't trust him.
You wouldn't get Domhnall and Gleeson to play just such a straightforward role like that.
I'm the rich guy that's dying, but why?
But I also get the impression there's actors who will join like a smaller role for Guy Ritchie so they can get a bigger role
That's
down the
true.
road.
Yeah.
Like people do that with Nolan.
I feel like actors give him the credit we want them to.
Absolutely.
But the populace doesn't.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that genuinely looks great.
I also like the reasons for these little side adventures so far. Like the exposition hasn't always worked, but I love the idea of like Rembrandt did paint multiples, and then like having to go on this. It feels like a video game, but in a good way. Like, look at that set piece.
I really get the sense that Guy Ritchie loves this genre, and I think it's showing in this execution. Even if some parts are falling a little flat, overall, I think it's like the positives so far outweighing the bad.
Yeah, the passion's there, and that's what I like in my adventure movies.
I wonder if they will go supernatural. If it's going to be like Indiana Jones,
If it does
will.
elevate, in the second or third act.
Ooh, careful now. That sounded like levity.
What a fun ass set.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks so cool.
Remember the last time we were on a boat together? Dad was looking for the gold mask of the Inti sun god.
Poor guy never found it.
Damn, look at this. This is so fucking cool.
He found it. He didn't take it. It's not all about money, Luke. Unless you're getting divorced.
Radar contact. Something incoming.
What is it?
Speed it's moving implies it's a helicopter.
It's a jet.
If it was, you'd have expected them to have hailed by now.
We need to get Luke Charlotte on the radio.
The other side.
It's Eiza González and the crew. The competition.
Through these doors is the Purser strong room.
You think it's anything like this Purser strong room?
I don't know what it is about these kind of sets that I just fucking adore.
That they're practical. Like they built this.
But this like rusty, beautiful, ancient. It's and like this constant drip. It's tangible.
Now, where do we begin?
Maybe the one that says Vanderbilt?
Clues in the name.
X marks the spot.
Also, you'd want to explore and like donate it to a museum. I mean, not thieves, but it was in the bottom of the ocean. I disagree, Natalie Portman.
That ain't the Coast Guard.
Well, who is it then?
I don't know, but I bet they want what we want.
Oh, it'd be incredible. Hundreds of year old aged rum.
That is the sister I know.
The alcoholic.
Welcome back. Yep, Eiza González.
Don't you know you're just constantly leading them? There's a certain type she gets put in these big movies. Baby Driver,
Smart
Godzilla,
action.
Kong.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring the tea.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
An original Rembrandt. That is crazy. I mean, you got to take the whole chest.
No, we're not grave robbers.
What's the big fucking deal?
It's in the bottom of the ocean.
I know.
I don't get these morals.
It's not like the person was buried.
Yeah, it's not like a grave site.
I don't remember having a helicopter with us. Hello. Again.
Hello again?
For a third time.
What's going on here?
I'm hurt. You've not mentioned me. Why are you here? I'm here for yet another painting.
We both know when we've been outgunned.
Wouldn't have expected that from the dialogue, but the adventure context.
Ouch.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, you need
Smart.
them floaties.
Smart ticking clock.
Don't you move!
Nice.
Luke! Give me the painting. Give her the painting, Luke.
She's not gonna hurt you.
No, I am.
Give her the painting. It's your sister, bro.
Cool.
Oh, God, yeah. He fucking excels at slow motion.
Yeah.
Quirky slow motion.
I'm thinking we can work this out.
Let's team up. Oh, nice. Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Why I couldn't be an adventurer.
This physical exhaustion, I love that these actors are committed to this.
Yeah.
This looks like a fun-ass movie to be on set for.
And I think they like filmed in water tanks, built the set. Like everything feels like lived in.
Oh, that's bad.
Did Eiza González make it?
Nah, she's going to come out a zombie or some shit.
You got it.
Hey, we good?
Of course we're not good.
She wasn't gonna kill you.
How do you know?
Because if she killed you, she still wouldn't have the painting.
Well, that was a hell of a risk to take with my life.
It's calculated.
It was a calculation.
Yes.
Who?
Dad needs to talk to you.
Okay.
I need you to take Thomas for a bit.
What?
Tomorrow and for quite a long time. I've signed a new contract to go to Japan.
For how long?
For about a year.
Whoa, homie.
I think you just lost rights there, guy.
I know, but this guy is such a bitch. God damn it.
I'll pick him up tomorrow.
Oh, my God. He becomes Nathan Drake the more this movie progresses.
Each outfit, a little more Nathan Drake.
She's one of the Protectors were the one I had the run-in with in Thailand.
When you say run-in, do you mean that weird, dysfunctional chemistry you two had going on?
Do you mean like attraction? She's attracted to me.
There's a reason you're still single.
Well, the pot doth call the kettle black.
I just don't really feel like they're brother and sister.
I feel like they have some chemistry, and that's throwing off the brother-sister element. I know. Their banter is so similar to the other banter.
You gotta hit the nail on that. Yeah.
I don't know if I buy.
I just don't get brother-sister dynamic at all. I feel like they're trying to really tell me they are, but
dress them in brown and blue as much as you want.
Vanderbilt's Rembrandt revealed the letter V, so we have all the letters. I'm pretty sure it's an anagram.
Maybe the letters aren't a place. Maybe they're a number.
Like a substitution code.
Oh, that's cool. I would love to have access to do some shit like that. Holy crap. Zoom in, enhance.
Zoom in, enhance, zoom in, enhance.
Sex et unum is in Latin. It's written on every painting. In Latin, V is W.
Looks like Wicked.
Paintings were completed in the early 1600s. And who was on the English throne in the early 1600s?
King James, 6 and 1.
And Wicked.
The Wicked Bible.
What is the Wicked Bible?
6 and 1 is a reference to King James.
Yes.
He was the sixth James to be King of Scotland and the first James to be King of England.
The King James Edition Bible. Reject Nation, the basketball playoffs are heating up. And if you want to turn your takes into something real, you've got to check out Prize Picks, our go-to in the daily fantasy sports world. If you've never tried it, here's how it works. It's relatively simple. You pick 2 to 6 players, and you guess whether or not they'll get more or less than the stat line Prize Picks sets. This week, I'm looking at the basketball board and selecting Donovan Mitchell for more than 26 points, Jason Tatum for more than 9 rebounds, Nikola Jokic for more than 25 points, and Anthony Edwards for more than 4 assists. Basketball terminology. It's that simple. If your picks hit, you win. Even my dumb noggin can keep up with that. And the more picks that you string together, the more money you can make. Up to 1,000 times your entry. And what's cool is, it's not just basketball. You can mix and match players across different sports like baseball, football, hockey, even esports. It's like building your own custom bet, but it's all based on player stats and you're in full control. Plus, they invented something called Flex Play, which means even if one of your picks misses, you can still win cash. And payouts are super fast. I've seen it hit in under 15 minutes. So here's what you can do. You can download the app today and use code REJECTS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, that's code REJECTS, $50 instantly after your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
So he is 6 and 1.
The King James Bible is called the King James Bible because he was the one who commissioned it.
And his lesser-known evil twin is the Wicked Bible.
Oh, the Catholic boy in me is drawn.
In 1631, an edition was printed of the Bible with a mistake. It had an unusual anomaly in the commandments.
What?
The word not was omitted from thou shalt not commit adultery, so the verse instead read,
Thou shalt commit adultery.
Because of a typo?
what if it was a deliberate way to mark specific copies of the Bible that hold the key to understanding the path?
Sometimes it's painfully obvious that we're related.
Oh, yeah. Way to tell us that.
Movie keeps telling me.
We appreciate you.
I think I might know where one is.
Is that the only typo?
Charlotte Purdue, wrongfully accused.
Followed her.
Detective Abbas?
Everyone's got this, like, weird tone.
Luke and Charlotte Purdue, children of the esteemed archaeologist Harrison Purdue.
I bet the word
Harrison
is
Ford.
very intentional. Yeah.
You are responsible for stealing 6 priceless masterpieces.
6 priceless pieces of art.
Another Rembrandt.
Oh my God, there's some like plot twist with this detective, right? He wants this shit or something.
I think he's one of the protectors.
Yeah, all right.
I think he's working for God.
Get down on knees. Now!
It's just the finale of Prisoner of Azkaban, right?
I'm not happy, Luke.
I like comedic action, John Krasinski, a lot.
You stole my boss's painting. I follow him. He very clever. He find you. But he's not so clever to know. I track him.
Look, I'm very sorry that you had to work so hard, but your skill clearly paid off. Take a look around. There's 5 paintings in here. You can have them all.
Well, now, they're mine anyway.
Not one. Caravaggio.
Oh, you're so smart.
And that is the big, shining cherry.
It's a PG-13 movie?
Yeah. I wonder if that was an outtake.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second.
Okay, you 4, go. Where is it?
Uh-oh.
It's right over here.
Oh, the music. I like how Guy Ritchie figured out how to include some of his like gangster feeling element with these protectors. Nice.
I like when a needle drop is plot driven too.
Hit and cut.
It's a lot of priceless art for those bullets. I'm nervous.
I know. This is like the kind of room Jackie Chan would protect at all costs. Thou shall.
So now he's up to date on all the clues. One step behind.
Bible stuff. Da Vinci Code flair.
Yeah, we've definitely conquered Indiana Jones, Da Vinci Code, National Treasure.
Uncharted. Mummy.
Mummy.
But it all stems from being inspired by Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
yeah.
It's interesting. Only in these like visions or whatever he's having is the only time you really see like the super dramatic side of him.
Yeah, they're shot differently. I mean, obviously visually, but there's a different energy to everyone's performance and the frame rate or whatever they're doing to make it polished.
Uh-oh. She aging? She is. Why is he turning into an old man? Is
it cost?
Yeah, it must be some type of exchange.
Luke. Drink.
Oh, God, look at the...
What do you think you're gonna get from this fountain?
Nothing. Dad, recognition. He deserves it. And our family name deserves to be revered.
Why?
Dad certainly doesn't need reverence because he's dead.
Well, that's unkind.
So what you're really saying is you need reverence.
Yeah, dude. What are you trying to fulfill here?
I know you better than you know you.
I don't think you do, because I don't drink champagne.
Excuse me, can we have the bottle, please? Thanks.
They feel like a former couple.
Yeah, they should have made it former couple. I think it would have, all the things would have worked
that was
still.
the original intent or some shit. Yeah.
Because all the lines still work, and
Yeah.
like the hatred of the husband works, the protectiveness of the kid.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough brother and sisters.
There's a flirtation.
There is.
That is like an undercurrent.
Mr. Purdue, I assume Mr. Carver has been quite generous.
Look at them stunning blue eyes. she's
Yeah, those
got.
are very intense in the lighting especially.
Yeah, so would you like to follow me?
So just keep a lookout for police or assassins.
Do you want a drink or do you want a drink?
No, I'm fine for the moment.
Definitely sounds like a different accent.
My mother said you're rich. Do you mind if I pry?
The floor is yours.
How rich are you?
Embarrassingly rich.
Do you have a boat?
Yes, I do.
How big?
120 meters.
You did say the floor was mine.
Uh-huh.
Are you satisfied?
Why is this my favorite scene?
Of course not.
Of course not.
Did you set me up? That was good. Fräulein, 2 glasses of champagne.
That was my favorite dialogue scene. Favorite like actor scene.
With the child and the maybe not sketchy Domhnall Gleeson.
That was like a genuine sense of personality and felt different than like a lot of everything else and felt like
pieces of other
honoring, yeah, derivative, but you know, homaging. Yeah, that was something that felt like.
Not many people get to see this. The Wicked Bible is our crown jewel.
I would love to see the Wicked Bible.
That's cool.
I read the Action Bible. It is a graphic novel version of the Bible.
I assume, like everybody else, you would like to see the infamous misprint in the 10 Commandments, yes? In fact, it is not the only thing. There is another misprint in Deuteronomy 5.
What is this?
Oh.
Behold, the Lord our God hath shown us his glory and his great ass.
I don't think this Wicked Bible is making typos. Yeah.
Development.
You're just there to... We need action scenes.
Show up 10 to 20 minutes later.
They keep losing every time they show up.
Your girlfriend's here with an army of pals. Sure he's here?
Oh, he'll be here. He's just good at blending in.
I like this mishmash because sometimes... I mean, obviously I must have shot in like real location. And, oh, shit. Oh, right where she is. And other times they have to like build out a set to replicate the actual location.
Where is that vicious bitch?
Well, that was easy. Guns, We're knives, Butch.
I have a scarf.
I'll give you a fighting chance.
Beautiful set.
My sister thinks.
You're destroying great books.
My sister thinks this is a dysfunctional relationship.
I think your sister's right.
Cool.
Oh, she is a badass.
Stop making this so complicated. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to kill you.
You just tried to stab me in the eye with a knife.
Why'd you have to say with a knife? What else would you try to stab you with? You kind of gave him what he needed.
So she's definitely a protector. I think so is Interpol guy. But that's why she's not killing him. She wants to protect him from it. Because it steals life.
Deb, plan B.
Plan B.
That's why they're not exes. Because then we'd assume they'd get back together. That's why they're brother and sister.
You smell that?
No.
Or it's just undercooked brother and sister dynamic.
Or it's undercooked brother and sister.
Oh God, that smells like smoke.
Smoke? I don't smell smoke.
You have to close your eyes. Breathe in deep.
You gonna knock her out? Yeah, there it is.
What are you doing?
We can't do this here. It will take too long.
What we're doing is unpredictable. And when the situation changes, you have to change with it.
This is just like it was on the Lusitania. I didn't agree then to be attacked by a dysfunctional woman who was trying to kill us.
You were
And I
right
do not.
This is a very unique situation, and it's uncomfortable. I get it. But it's also part of the adventure.
Not when the journey ends in jail.
Oh, I'm not going to jail.
Sometimes it ends in jail.
Deb, please, stick to your bomb.
Bombs are for children. It's a controlled directional explosive.
You guys and your pedanticness.
1.
Oh, okay. Wasn't too bad.
And Daddy Bird is leaving the nest.
Grab your stuff. Off we go. If you stay close to me, there's absolutely no reason to be scared.
Ah, shit.
Get in.
Can he fight too? Oh, shit, he can't.
Oh!
That's a nice surprise.
Probably best not to tell her about the fight either.
You protected her. You could be the new lover. Maybe he's not a bad guy.
I don't know what to believe.
I don't know.
But I like that.
Yeah. He doesn't really get too much screen time, but he's one of the more compelling
He's
parts
a
of the movie.
very compelling actor, yeah, with very little.
We've isolated a 1,029 digit repeating pattern. Cool. That's constructed using only digits 1 to 7.
A code.
Love it.
But whoever created it had to use a system that anyone could understand.
The problem is we've tried rotation ciphers, transpositions.
This kid's lurking like a creep.
He's going to solve it.
Oh my God, smart kid.
Are you sure the code's numerical?
Oh.
Where are you going?
This was a mistake.
Is this about the sewers? I'm sorry.
Thomas shouldn't be here.
This is good for him.
Third generation adventure.
All you care about is the prize at the end and the glory that goes along with it. You're obsessed with it, Luke. That's not what Dad was talking about.
You have thwarted the philosophies.
It almost feels like that's been brewing a bit.
That was really good.
You're not even on a journey. Be honest, you've been happier in the last 5 days than you have in the last 5 years, yeah? Yeah.
Have you been actually happy?
Of you at a museum, you're not a curator. You're an exhibit.
Oh.
Dude, say you're sorry. Sounds like you've had some brewing too.
Now he's gone. Looks like we have nothing.
Charlotte.
Let's go, Thomas.
Charlotte.
Mom.
All right. Even though it was like the dramatic scene. That actually felt like brother and sister.
Yeah, that did. Yeah. Hope the dad is played by Harrison Ford in a flashback.
That'd be pretty awesome, actually.
Mom,
what?
pattern they found. It's not maths.
It's no good, Luke. The code's a brick wall.
Get back in there, little Moe. Natalie Portman, you're a fugitive. You can't just be like going anywhere.
Can't just walking the streets of London.
No, right?
There's a lot of cameras in that city.
Sorry.
Thomas.
Oh, she's so proud.
These 7 digits aren't numbers. They're musical notes.
Music prodigy kid.
And for the record, an 11-year-old figured that out where the experts struggled.
Oh, my guy could create it via GarageBand.
Okay, I got it. The song is called Water in the Desert.
He Shazammed it.
It honors the 7 wonders of the ancient world.
Could you show me a map?
Now highlight the 7 ancient wonders of the world.
They're becoming an actual team.
Triangulate. Are those the dots in the sky?
Lay the path from the paintings on top.
Oh my God! Now he's wearing the exact Nathan Drake outfit, but if he didn't have the coat on, it's the exact outfit.
All 6 points line up, except one.
6 and 1, the 7th location.
The pyramids of Giza.
I knew that.
Yeah.
Pack your bags.
What do you mean, pack your bags?
We're going to the pyramids.
We're going to Egypt.
We can't just drop everything and go to Egypt.
Oh, we could.
No.
This whole movie you've been doing.
You've been dropping and going like constantly.
Just to reassure you, it's already taken care of. I promise you, I'll keep him safe.
No. Even with security, no way.
I think I put something together, Coy.
What? What do you think?
I think he's going to use the youth of the boy because they were teasing the thing with the exchange, and that's why he needs the boy.
He's trying to keep the kid around.
Let's see. Let's see if I'm right.
And he knows somehow that's the exchange.
But I'd also be pretty happy if Domhnall Gleeson's just an
He's a
all right
nice
guy. Yeah. Oh, maybe he does this because he lost his dad and he wishes he had his dad back.
That's all. The adventures with his dad are what he loves. So it's like keeping him alive by the spirit of adventure.
What exactly do you know about Owen Carver?
I know that none of this would be possible without him.
You know how he made his money, right?
People change when they're dying. I think he wants to make amends for his avarice and for his greed.
Avarice, good word.
He just wants to drink and get better.
Really? You believe that?
That's pretty naive, especially someone in that position of wealth.
They have the Bible.
That's unfortunate. Do they know what to take from it?
He'll work it out.
You should go there too. It's very pretty.
No one ever has.
He's different.
Let me remind you
Well, dude, you keep stalling whenever you're close encounters with him.
that he can't succeed. There's a reason why the fountain was hidden. There's a reason why, for thousands of years, we have ensured that it remained that way.
You can't destroy the fountain of youth.
Do they even know what they're looking for?
How literal shall I be? Eternal life, youth, health, power. Shall I go on?
In other words, what they consider salvation. There's a bit more there than that. So far, you have chosen to show great restraint, and I find that commendable, but sadly ineffective. You have tried the hand of mercy.
Oh, the hand of judgment's coming.
To be the hand of judgment. Do you know what this is for?
Actual murder. It's pretty cool they actually had a build up to get to Egypt, though. I mean, if you're gonna do this kind of movie, you want to get to Egypt.
And they're letting them actually go on location and not just have a studio
A
lot.
few years ago, some scientists used technology called moography to do a 3-dimensional scan of...
Oh, the tubes underneath them is crazy.
How'd you get hold of these?
Well, we have money bags to thank for that. And look.
Money bags.
Secret chambers.
Tons of them. Chambers that have never been accessed. Until today.
Yeah, we're secret bad guys, secret bad guys.
I'm just gonna kill him after.
When we get there, if we find something, just be careful.
Are you worried about me?
Remember Inti, the sun god's golden mask.
I've been dreaming about it every night.
You never asked why Dad didn't take it, considering he spent most of his life searching for it.
That was an actual flashback.
He said, some things you can't explain, you can only experience.
That is a really good line.
Be careful.
This is where Godzilla and Kong fought.
Historically known as the Godzilla Kong fight location. Nothing else. I've never been to Egypt, though. That's on the list, too. Thailand's higher, though. Seems hot there. Yeah, it's closer than I would have thought.
Yeah, exactly.
The Vatican's way closer to Rome than I thought. It's walk.
Nobody knows more about the history of these pyramids than Professor Bashara.
Keep an eye on this lot.
Understood.
Sometimes it sounds like Domhnall Gleeson is slipping into like some American accent,
I
doesn't
can't
it?
figure it out. Because, like...
Is it a performance when he's like interacting with other people?
Or what's in them?
Butcher, what you got us into today?
Oi!
If we wanted to get below the chamber, go underneath.
My friend, there is no underneath.
How is that?
According to our scans, there is. Prager?
Let's go.
Sir.
Oh, this poor guide.
No. You cannot do this.
Sorry, Professor, if I had a year and a half to go through all the necessary admin and permissions, believe me, I would, but I'm dying.
I think this is where we get bad guy turn.
Yep, this is when we find out.
Could we get rid of the professor, please?
Just give me an hour, I can find my way in.
I can't. If I give you an hour, it'll turn into 3 hours, and then that'll turn into ...
Aw.
Step back. I don't want anybody getting hurt.
Aw. Man.
Thomas, come with me.
I was hoping
He was actually a good guy. A lot of good billionaires out there. I mean, he's just a bad example.
It's just one of the few.
Does it really matter how we get down there?
Yes.
It's destroying
I'm telling you, how we get there matters.
How you get there matters because of who you become on the journey matters.
Not the destination.
You know, yeah.
I'm not sure I like the look of that.
Don't like the look of that.
Huh.
Leave everyone behind.
Stay here.
I don't like his hair. Yeah, who you become in the pursuit is very telling.
What you're willing to do.
There's a passageway.
Look who just walked in.
I'm afraid the pyramid's closed.
I was really hoping to come in.
Not today, I'm afraid.
Well, I come in peace. But I really do need to get in. However, if that's going to be a problem, I have a big stick that can clear the way.
I also have a big stick.
Oh my God, what stick?
Understood. It's a private function.
Stick, private.
Whose team are we on?
No one's, man.
We'll wait to see who's winning.
I can feel a storm impending.
He's talking about the big finale action scene.
Yep, we can all feel it. I agree. Henchman number C3, 4.
According to the scan, we go straight down through the center of this room.
Journey through the center of the earth. Another one I haven't seen.
Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
Haven't seen that one either.
What is it?
It's a keystone, and it moves to this plinth.
We just have to figure out how to get it over there.
Let's just move it.
This guy's suddenly became massively impatient now that he's so close to it.
I don't even think he's sick. Third act Guy Ritchie.
Yeah. Finally starting to feel like a Guy Ritchie film again.
Have you seen his The Covenant?
Ooh. No, I haven't.
It's exceptional. Him and Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
Damn, the artillery.
The Egyptians were brilliant engineers. There must be a way to move this.
Prager, tools.
Yes, sir. Miller, get those.
God, you're being such a jerk.
They need to play those notes on those talking drums, and that makes it move or something.
You think so?
I think it's going to be music-based. Universal language.
But her makeup looks great.
I mean, beautiful one.
Luke, the temperature has changed. Why are there guns in their bags?
Well, they are security, Charlotte.
It's very naive.
Look, the guy's burned a bonfire of cash getting here, okay? Can't be surprised he's excited.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, you can't just keep smashing your way through.
Oh, you're right, dude.
Oh, and we're not going to set off explosives down here.
They're professionals. They know what they're doing. It's perfectly safe.
This room is 5,000 years old. There's no way it's perfectly safe.
Oh my God, you're so right.
I suggest you step back.
You step back. You're not thinking straight.
Do you think that you're in charge of this whole...
Do you think that just...
There it is.
Oh my God, all the skills are going to pay off. Oh my God, he could zone out everyone. Why is the little boy the best part of this movie?
He's so interesting.
I know. It's kind of crazy. That's pretty cool.
Cool.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. How does he know what notes to play? Just following with his heart? Can't explain, got to experience.
No, the notes earlier.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, my bad. The GarageBand notes.
Yeah, he's just vibing, man. He's making it up. It's just jazz.
Oh, so guttural.
7 Wonders of the World song. Is that the last note? Cool.
Great capturing of the elements. Oh, awesome. Oh, awesome.
The opposite of a quiet place. A very loud place.
Uh-huh.
It's hovering.
Wow. We have reached a new genre, people.
Yep, we're in sci-fi.
Or fantasy?
Caught in a escape from reality.
awesome. Doesn't even take much strength. Oh, I love how dark this feels.
Yeah, they should not be going down there.
Yeah.
Like, there's an ominous shift.
You coming?
Well, if you're going, I'm coming.
There you go.
Stay here. No one follows us.
Yes, sir.
They're going to have to contend with that asshole
Yeah,
bodyguard.
that one heavy's coming, though.
Time to join the losing side. Coming with me?
I love how he's keeping a suit jacket on. No! I liked her.
You picked the wrong side.
Vengeance. And stylish pants.
And do the Black Widow move.
I saw what you did out there. Are we on the same team?
Let's hope so.
Prager, I think maybe you should go first.
The Egyptians built the first elevator.
It is crazy. Like, I don't know if you follow, but they did find like crazy long tunnels under the pyramids this year.
Oh, really?
They're finding new discoveries in Egypt now.
These inscriptions, they're all paradoxical.
What do you mean?
The blessings that are a curse.
So there's like mummies and pharaohs and evil. Yeah, that's what it is.
That kid's dead, though. Domhnall's going to kill him.
Blessed is he who drinks without thirst. The thirsty man betrays himself.
Sounds like a metaphor for greed.
This looks like the tree of life.
This is the goddess Nonet, and this is amber. Ancient civilizations referred to it as the burning stone. Tree of life cannot grow without the sun.
I do wish there was a bit of wonder in the tone.
Yeah, I think the snark taking that over has affected some scenes.
But even here, it's like, man, you guys are discovering something incredible.
They walked into like a place no one's ever been in thousands of years.
And you know all the history here. And she's just like, and this is the amber. That's like
when they walked in that room, there wasn't a beat of like wonder.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
That's a long way down. You got any ideas?
Parachute?
Thank you, Luke.
Good instincts. Great cell. It looks real.
What a ladder.
Damn. The Egyptians built that?
Now we've entered the fantasy element of what those tunnels contain.
Feels so like we are technologically behind. When you see shit like this, damn.
It's a hell of an escalator.
We all good, JP?
No. Not really, Miller.
They just go right for the kill.
Vengeance. Mercy's gone.
You guys have wasted a shit ton of bullets. Come on, where's the Black Widow? Same side, baby. Same side.
She is doing all the post-action poses, though. Like the superhero landings.
Yeah, we need
and
it.
the...
We need it. She's auditioning right now.
Look what I found.
I think it's her and Adria Arjona auditioning for Wonder Woman, though, at this point.
Adria Arjona, I'd vote.
My God. Her and Andor.
Man, they are really milking and selling this descent to the fountain.
It can't just be like right there, just into the center of the earth, like the water under the water under the water.
The stairs look like bones of a dinosaur.
Doesn't look like much.
Well, it might not look like much.
The water's right there, man.
There's a power in there beyond any of our comprehension.
In proportion to the blessing is the curse. If you're not ready to receive the blessing, you will receive the curse.
Why don't you take it from here, Luke?
We're all here for you, right? To heal you.
Let's not worry about that just now. Go on.
Sorry, you...
What?
I'm inviting you. This is what you want, isn't it?
To drink from it?
Just for once, for me, would you mind keeping out of it?
You're not really sick, are you?
I'm getting pretty sick of you.
But you're not dying.
We're all dying. It's just a question of when.
Whatever's in there is just for you, isn't it?
Buzzing. Okay.
You just need a rat to test the trap.
Are you going or not? Okay. Let me help you with this. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, now he has to.
You see, I'm gonna win this game. Go.
As cliche as it is, Domhnall Gleeson's doing such a good job that I don't mind it.
Yeah, I mean, we knew it, but we hope it's
from
not.
like his
and now we're
first
back.
scene, something was up, right?
But he was so interesting. We were like, maybe not.
Yeah. And it doesn't feel like a switch happened. Like,
No.
it feels still the same character. Oh, cool. This is going to be a cool, like, ripple shot. Fountain of Youth has been so many movies. Let's see how they do this one different.
Yeah. I mean, already the presentation's different.
What? Oh my God. This is extreme.
I like that they shot him so we don't have the selfish element like it is about the journey, and that's why he'll survive it, I imagine. Now we're getting that sense of all we got in the dreams.
This is what he was envisioning. See how his eyes light up. What the hell? It's like face apt.
Oh, yeah. Pulling from them.
I like how the little boy is just turning into an old boy.
He didn't get taller. He just aged.
Didn't become a man, or he just becomes an old boy.
He never got a chance, Greg.
Come on, man. Piece it together.
His arm's healing.
But he didn't drink.
Because he chose...
You're about to run out of bullets, man.
I like to use the holes, the light, like the religious element.
Was it 6?
Oh, interesting. 6 and 1?
Yeah.
Why didn't you drink?
It's all yours.
Yeah, but you a bad guy.
You have tried the hand of mercy. Now it is time to be the hand of judgment. Do you know what this is for? If the wrong person drinks, you'll need this key to shut it down.
Ah, okay.
If you drink that pure energy, the fountain must take life from those that you love most. But if it's yourself,
takes from you.
There will be no exchange, just a direct connection to infinite power.
Oh.
One day, mankind will be ready to
Wow.
receive what the fountain offers. Until then, it must be protected.
Wow. Can you not see the vision ahead of you, my man?
Doesn't care. Greed.
My eyes deceiving me. He looks younger.
And now older.
Nope, now way older. Oh, creepy.
Get out of there.
Yeah, this very much is an Indiana Jones finale.
Yeah. The bad guy transforming, everything falling
Yeah.
in.
Oh, the bodyguard stayed behind, huh?
I think he started running up the other stairs. I don't know where he went, though. That's a fun set piece. There goes the guard.
Push him into the fountain. Come on.
Come on, Nathan Drake. There we go. Now they're on the same side.
Oh, is he going to become a protector? Oh, cool. This is like a video game level I suck at.
Yeah, it would've been restarting.
Women, is your makeup still good?
Checking in. The kid's got his hat.
We're in an action movie. You still gotta look hot. Okay, sweaty.
But the right level of dewy. Lit well.
You all in one piece?
Never better. You?
Yeah.
Smash black. Roll credits.
Still fugitives. Still.
Yeah. I mean, the cop's here.
It's true. He can vouch that, he didn't drink it.
Everything I want is right here.
Shall we?
I mean, now you know where it's located.
There are many who can touch and not take.
So does that mean I'm impressive?
Their chemistry is definitely a highlight of the movie. Like, I really like that. Their banter.
Everything all right, Abbas?
Just another day at the office, really.
So, does the chase continue?
So weird.
I think that's up to you.
Certain things mustn't be found.
Oh, do you have a list?
Do you?
I have a few ideas.
As long as it doesn't mean more work for me.
Whoa.
But if you give me a reason to chase you, I will.
She's got such a nice voice.
Her angles of her face are crazy. She looks like a drawing.
You found what you were looking for?
No, that was not what I was looking for. I'm sorry about your job.
Always something to look for.
Maybe I could help you find a job.
Or maybe we could find something lost.
Oh, she wants more adventures.
Anything in mind?
I've got an idea.
Cute. Roll credits. That was a very late 90s action movie ending. Yeah. Like a last line from a kid, credits, pop music.
All right. Well, we'll wait for a post-credit scene just in case. Let's see here. Prepper, I want to thank you for editing down these highlights. You've been consistently killing it. And, hey, please leave a like on this video if you haven't done so already. Subscribe, click the bell. It's I think this is Action Adventure Friday if we manage to get this up on time.
Yeah.
Kind of harder with these newer releases. I'll go to you first, though, Coy. We got like 17 minutes to talk.
All right.
How are you feeling right now? What are your honest opinions?
So I'm on record for saying I think that Apple is far and away the most consistent TV streamer. But I do think this falls into the hit or miss category with movies. I did enjoy it, but I definitely found it to be something I probably would have liked more when I was like a kid. Like especially the ending when, the spinning around horror element, that made me go like, oh, this is the demo of like Page Master and like National Treasure. Like when things are like just a little scarier than PG-13, like that little edge to it where you're a kid, you're like, oh, that's that scary scene in that adventure movie. So I think I was looking at it for like an older skewing film for a lot of it because of Guy Ritchie. But then once I found like moments of rhythm, I did really like those for like a younger skewing audience. So I had fun with it. I definitely feel like this is one of those great like TBS movies, like, a dad and a lazy boy, just have it on a Saturday kind of vibe. But it's not a dad movie. There's a difference. Like dad movies are like The Fugitive. TBS movies that dads like are like this. Definitely had a lot of influences of stuff I enjoy. I think it was well cast other than it should have been ex-girlfriend, not brother, sister. But I really think everyone like got the performance, got the energy of the film. Those things that we talked about throughout, though, I do think we're missing, like a sense of wonder, a sense of awe, especially being in that job. Some of the Ritchie-isms that I really enjoy, I thought we'd get by the third act, and we just didn't.
No.
So that was a factor, but like it's a good time. Like I'd say, it's a B-, like a fun journey.
I like it more than the Uncharted movie.
That's fair. You're not wrong, and it's more of an Uncharted movie than the Uncharted movie.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It's also more of a video game movie than most video game movies.
I mean, I like the Uncharted. I actually didn't mind the Uncharted movie.
I didn't mind it either.
I don't think it's like a terrible film, but I think I would kind of rank this over it. Maybe I don't know.
I think they're pretty for me. They're about the same,
maybe
but I
similar.
think this cast is a little bit more charming.
I think there's more intentionality. This doesn't mean to become like an Uncharted comparison.
Sure.
It's just that there's like definite influences from all the films that we kept listing. Mummy, I think that there's elements when it comes to Natalie Portman and John Krasinski that feel like if Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz were brother and sister instead.
Which would be an odd choice, as it was here.
Yeah, it was a bit of an odd choice. Never really bought them as brother and sister, except for like a couple of scenes where it was reflective. And I do think like the first 30 to 40 minutes actually felt like a Guy Ritchie movie, but as it went, it stopped feeling like it felt less and less like a Guy Ritchie movie as it actually kept going. But that's one of my things with Guy Ritchie that I like is there's some things that are very much like him, especially when it comes to certain genres. If there's some type of gangster element, usually some type of like visual style with the action, the slow motion at times.
Pan flute.
Yeah. You get some of that in some of the action scene in the finale, sure. But I do think like it started losing. It's weird as like John Krasinski and Natalie Portman, I thought became more believable as the movie progressed in the last half. The movie started dipping in like personality though and rhythm.
Yeah, the first half definitely had more of a rhythm.
Yeah, even though there was like odd parts in that first half, primarily the like sardonic type of snarky humor. It felt like contrived, as if they had like an outline and they thought we needed to like punch this up with personality, and it felt manufactured and not genuine rhythm or genuine dialogue, especially when it came to it wasn't really there with Eiza González and John Krasinski, mainly there with Natalie Portman and John Krasinski, even though I felt like individually they both did like a good job.
Yeah, that's what I mean by the casting. I think some of the relationships didn't line up, but that was more about like the interpersonal, but the actual individual roles I think worked for everybody.
Yeah, I like the opening action scene a lot on the bike through Bangkok, the London chase, when he jacks the painting, very Thomas Crown affair. But you see, like, all that felt very much like, oh, this is going to be like a fun time. It's just doesn't matter whatever shortcomings there are, as long as it just like maintains this. Even when they got to the ship, I was obsessed with the look of the ship.
Yeah, all the sets were incredible. And the locations were great.
Sets, locations, excellent stuff. And I think that this does feel less... There's like two types of voices when it comes to like a movie that reminds you of a bunch of other movies. One is this feels like a ripoff or a derivative, and the other part is no. I get the impression the filmmaker actually likes this genre and is pulling the tropes that he really likes and infusing that in here. But it doesn't, and I think that's more of what the intention is with this.
I think it's more the latter.
But it doesn't really feel like it leaps off the page past that. It doesn't really feel like it ends up providing some type of uniqueness to the experience of what this genre is. It's meant to just be like a passable fun time. It's meant to be just a good time. But again, I think in that last half, that fun time flair kind of fizzles out.
What I found interesting is that Guy Ritchie is a director who has such specific vision, and this felt like in finding homage to other adventure movies, that vision got lost. So like the more it became a no to this movie, a no to this movie, and was less a chase through Thailand, it kind of became more of a neutral. And that was the issue I had with this Aladdin movie, is Aladdin felt like it was not a Guy Ritchie film. And I remember specifically thinking, like, I'm bummed we lost Guy Ritchie for 3 years to make this, because he could have made 5 tiny little films.
That was one of the better ones.
I didn't like Aladdin.
In the Disney live action pantheon?
Oh, yeah, but that bar's in hell. But like,
oh man, really?
For me, I haven't seen a single one that I've thought was worth existing.
Oh, that was one of the few that I thought. I
haven't seen Lilo and Stitch.
Those end up becoming like a comparison game, though. To like, how was the last one versus this one? Not really like, hey, does
I think Tarzan's decent. The Skarsgård
Tarzan. Oh my god, I never saw that one,
dude.
Is that an adaptation? Is that
I don't
Disney?
know.
Is that
I think it might just be a Tarzan story.
Tarzan movie.
But that's the only one I could pull just now that I thought was worth watching.
Anyway, sorry.
Anyway,
yeah.
But I feel like Guy Ritchie did not have it to that. Like, that's the extreme, right? So if for me Aladdin is Guy Ritchie doing a studio film in order to do 10 smaller films afterward, that was a lack of Guy Ritchie voice. This one felt like it was moments of that. Like it felt like it was Guy Ritchie's voice was diluted, but it didn't feel like it was from a studio. Didn't feel like it was from Apple because they aren't a studio that has like an IP they're beholden to. This just felt like it was lost in him adapting and homaging. So I don't like, whereas the Disney thing, I felt like it was like a studio structure. They wanted like a director for hire. This did not feel like that. This just felt like when Guy Ritchie was like, oh, I love this 20 things, him trying to do all that lost some of the Ritchieism.
Yeah, and what we mean by that is it just kind of lost style.
Yeah.
As the movie went and lost
All
style.
serviceable, but
Like-
that's not Guy Ritchie.
Like the Covenant's a war movie.
Yeah.
Wrath of Man is like a violent dread, like crime thriller. And then you got the other
Those
ones.
crime saga films like The Gentleman, Snatch, Rock and Rolla.
Exactly. Those are a very type of fun voice.
Yeah.
Man from U.N.C.L.E. It feels like a period piece, but it's
Spy
not.
meets crime thriller.
Exactly. So I'm saying like there's no specific type of this is 100% Guy Ritchie. Like this, like Wrath of Man feels totally different than Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah.
You know?
But there's
And-
specificity in Wrath of Man.
But they don't. But my point with that is there's specificity. There's consistent style.
Yeah.
This starts feeling flat. you know? But some other positives though. Even though Domhnall Gleeson one, I think was predictable right away that like something's off with this guy.
But we hoped we were wrong.
We
I
hope
like
we
that
were
we
wrong because
both
he's
were
so
like,
good.
"Please be not."
His connection with the boy I thought was cool.
Yeah.
That restaurant scene. I like the little kid and the whole thing with watching him become darker. A lot of times it does feel like I don't really like the Scream movie villain reveals because even though I love the franchise because normally it feels like, haha, I'm a different human being now.
Yeah, I've
I am
changed everything about
evil.
who I am.
And this felt like he was becoming more. I think he really understood the assignment that he was he's revealing more of who he really is over the course of the journey.
Yeah.
And that's kind of in tune with the themes that they keep pointing out is who you become along the journey. That's why it's about the journey.
I did like the themes a lot.
I think the themes are great.
Yeah.
That's a quote that I heard forever ago. Don't ask for security, ask for adventure. And a lot of times we get bogged down by looking for safe, secure, and steady instead of when life itself is risky. So it does like line up with a lot of things I value and personally believe in. Eiza González, I think, has really great presence. John Krasinski was funny. And
one great Stanley Tucci scene.
One great random. It seems like they were wanting to like build out to have sequels in a world.
Yeah.
Like I don't think they would do like a Fountain of Youth 2. They'd probably just call it something else.
He'd be adventuring for something else, and Stanley Tucci at the Vatican would be like, "Don't go there."
Yeah. And Natalie Portman is one of our great actresses of all time. I do think this performance, though, it zigzags between it doesn't like go she's not great here and then the rest she's good or vice versa. It just sort of zigzags where sometimes I'm like, wow, she had a really good scene, could see why she's cast. Other times it feels like, I really feel like you're acting right now, and I don't know what the tone is really going for. I've seen her do comedies before, but I think she's great.
so funny.
I actually
No
think
Strings Attached is like
exactly
Yeah.
excellent in that film. That's the first one I thought of. So fucking good in No Strings Attached.
SNL.
Brilliant
The
host.
Natalie Rapp is
Brilliant
one of the
host.
best SNL things to exist.
And I liked her. Even in Love and Thunder for a Taika Waititi movie, if you look at it just like that, I think she's doing a good job and keeps up with the rest of the players really well.
Yeah.
But here, there was something here that felt like off in a way that
I think
wasn't
it was the
like
brother relationship.
It wasn't
really affected.
But even when she interacted with like the cop, it was
Yeah,
like,
that's true. That was a weird beat at the end. I was like, all right, I
the
guess.
weird direction they had where they're all like,
Guess everything's
I'm covered up
cool.
what I am by being snarky, but I'm like sometimes it felt only snarky and nothing underneath.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was latching more onto John Krasinski's character in the last half because
He was losing some of that cool.
he was losing the cool. He was getting stressed out. And he was trying to maintain.
You mentioned
being-
that about halfway in, but it also affected like his relationships in a way that made him he had more depth.
Exactly.
So even-
versus just
yeah.
playing the note of snarky. Yeah.
While still being the funny John Krasinski we like, but with the Jack Ryan action. Like, I think this was a great role for him.
Definitely. I don't think he's miscast. And I think what the movie does fail to do is it seems like it's really trying to find heart. You know, like we talk about wonder, which feels kind of absent in a movie where you're surrounded. That's kind of like one of the genre motifs, though.
Yeah.
When it comes to this kind of genre, you got to have wonder. You have to have wonder. And the characters have to have a sense of wonder, especially if you're like, come on, these are the best 5 days you've had. You've been having adventure. I'm like, I don't think so.
Does not seem very
She's been
happy.
bitching the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, there's been no sense of wonder or like glee coming off of any of these characters in the journey.
Right.
And I think the heart is something that it was definitely. The word I keep coming back to is manufacturing. Like, oh, let's have her be mother and son, and try to like have some scenes of him as an uncle. So I appreciate attempts more than them not doing anything.
Yeah.
But I do think that the heart and wonder would have greatly elevated this movie to being a fun, enjoyable experience from beginning to end instead of a bob and weave.
Because I think we would have forgiven more if we were more invested in the characters
1000%.
because of that heart. And I think that, like, I love King Arthur. I think it's one of Guy Ritchie's best. No one likes that movie. I love that movie.
A lot of people have
I
come
think
around on that, man.
It's exceptional.
A lot of people have.
Like, I thought we were going to get a MCU of King Arthur's court, and it was going to be like one for each of them, like Arthur and Lancelot. And like, that's what I thought they were building because the way that movie sets up the round table, like the end of the movie is literally like assembling Avengers.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
I want to watch it.
Away. It's so King Arthur is like, it is, imagine if Guy Ritchie at his peak and Guillermo del Toro at his peak did a bunch of acid and read Arthurian myths at each other. Like, it's so insane. But I say that because that movie has all of the insane visuals, all the insane pacing, but you care so much about Charlie Hunnam's heart as Arthur. And I think that's the issue here is like, you've got all the splendor, but it doesn't feel like awe. You've got all the snark, but it doesn't feel like it's coming from a place of pain or joy. You've got all the like cool set pieces, but you don't care about the individuals beyond what you're told to care. Whereas I think King Arthur and Snatch and Rock and Rolla, those find a way to like, you care about the caravan and the guy's ma.
That's
like
why the relationship in Man from U.N.C.L.E. works with those two.
Yes. So I think that is like the core of what Guy Ritchie does well when he's firing at his best. The Covenant, the relationship between Jake Gyllenhaal and the guy who's actually in the military, like that is the core. And I think that is something that's missing.
Yeah. I mean, for a streaming movie.
Had a fun time.
Streaming movie, fun
B-
time.
is like not bad for, especially in this genre and a streaming movie.
Yeah, definitely. But it doesn't ever. I think when you watch like an action adventure streaming movie, you kind of want to have that feeling of, oh, I wish I saw this on the big screen.
Yes.
Where I'm like, I'm pretty content
This is
with
where
this.
I saw it.
Yeah, I'm pretty content with it being right here.
This is how I watched it.
Passable entertainment that I'll probably forget about in a little bit. But I love the idea of Guy Ritchie being in the Apple family.
Yes.
When certain filmmakers are in the Apple family, it's pretty cool when you see them like consistently come back. Tom Hanks has come back a few times.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen has worked with them a few times. A lot of amazing filmmakers. Ben Stiller, it just keeps happening. And I would love for Guy Ritchie to continue on and do another one in the Apple shows or movies or something like that because when he gets like the free reign to do that, that's like the cool thing with the streamers. The streamers usually get like free reign. So even though they're not like the big studio ones, they usually get a chance to actually be creative and exercise that.
I agree.
And that's all I would really want for another Guy Ritchie installment is a little bit more creativity. But yeah. Not a great first Apple movie outside of Killers of the Flower Moon, but like,
Sure.
But I would love to see. I want to see more Apple stuff.
Coda, gotta watch.
That's right.
You guys should watch King Arthur. Let me know what you think about King Arthur and about this in the comments below.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you for being here. Please leave a like. Please subscribe. Follow Koi, and we will catch you guys soon. Super sexy rejects.